YouTube. I think we're live. And hello, Facebook. Good morning, everybody. Well, afternoon. Just turned afternoon. Give you a minute to find me here. There we go. Facebook is generating those auto captions. That's always a good sign. Say hello when you get here. I'm afraid this morning it sounded like chaos getting started. Gideon's making me a baked oatmeal. I love that kid. He came in here asking me, how much maple syrup, Mom? All right. Let's see here. I have found myself on YouTube. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. And let's see about you, Facebook. There I am on the Facebook. Let's see. Looking good. There's Deepa. Good afternoon, my friends. And Kathy's here. Hello. All right. Everybody can hear me okay? This time I made sure that my microphone was plugged in. Hey, Peggy. Good morning from Fair Oaks, California. That sounds like a good place, Fair Oaks. Hey, Sally. All right, let's see how we're doing over on the YouTube. Are we doing some comments yet? I'm not seeing comments yet on YouTube. So just keep them coming. I'll see if I can get them to show up for me. If not, I'm not ignoring you. Sometimes the comments just don't want to show on either device. All right, so we've got a really cute back to school bag here. It's a big one. It's made from one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. You're going to start out 8.5 by 11. My bag here lost its other dingle. So while I'm waiting for everybody to get in here, give me some comments, I'm going to re-dingle my bag. These are the iridescent faceted gems. I just got these. It kind of was a holdout in ordering them. All right. I love how they look on the black. So this is our treat bag today. And it's my, I don't know, contribution or my entry to the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social 3-ingredient challenge. Deepa says, today's project is super cute. Hey, thanks. And Jan says, love those embellishments. They're fire. Like, they really have sparkle and they throw such a rainbow. Good morning, Jessica. All right, let's see here. I think Facebook, you guys win on comments. Oh, there's my YouTube. Hey, Kathy. Kathy says, I popped over to YouTube to say hi and happy Friday. Happy Friday, you guys. I am ready. Ask your sister. Probably in a jar. Hey, Nancy. I'm glad you're here. All right, so I tell you guys this a lot, but there's always new people. So let me just remind you that the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social is awesome. And so are all the people who make up the Craft Social. We have a great community. It is our Facebook group. And I'm going to show you again real quick where you can find us. Let me share my computer screen here. So you're going to go to Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social on Facebook. It's facebook.com/groups/Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. And every Thursday, we have a challenge. We have amazing people that share their talents. So you can just scroll through and look at what everybody's doing. We have a challenge every week. Our challenge this week is our featured stamper card. We did this gift card yesterday, and what we want you to do is pop on the comments, get your Stampin' Up! Supplies out, get your stamps inky, and make your gift card holders, and then share. There's prizes. Thursday's the challenge. You have until the next Tuesday to play, and then we award Prize Patrol for those that participate. Then last week, we had a 3-ingredient challenge. So this is last week's challenge. We still haven't announced our prize patrol for this yet, but the challenge was to make a back-to-school project using the 3 ingredients. Now, this particular challenge, we said that you could use one of the 3 ingredient items or all 3. The ingredient items were markers, pens, pencils, or crayons. That was ingredient number 1. Lines or grid paper or stripes, and the color yellow. So this is my project for the challenge. You can play the challenges anytime, but to be considered for Prize Patrol, you want to play, if a challenge is issued on Thursday, you want to play sometime on or before the following Tuesday. All right, so here's my challenge project. It is a back to school treat bag. So I got the back to school. You can see, I think, the inspiration that I took from the photo, the colors. You can see my stripes are on these 2 designer series papers. Here's my pencil, owls holding it, and then the color yellow. My pencil's yellow, some books are yellow, and I've got yellow in the designer series paper. So that is my 3-ingredient challenge. What do you guys think? Do you guys get the 3-ingredient challenge? Inspiration photo. You make your craft, whatever it is. Sometimes it'll be specifically make a card. Sometimes it'll be specifically, make a treat box. But most of the time it's crafter's choice. You make your project, use the inspiration photo plus either all 3 ingredients. Sometimes you have to use all 3, or in this case, it was 1 ingredient. I managed to fit all 3 on my project. So what do you guys think of that? Will you come and play sometime in our challenges? Every Thursday, there's a challenge. All right, so this is our project today. And, oh, Mimi, hey, happy Friday. Evelyn says, hello from Germany. Hello. I'm glad you're here. Dawn says, so cute. Thank you, my friend. I thought it was pretty cute, too. Desi told me, Mom, you're going to make something back to school and you're going to use the bird's eye view. And I haven't used this one in a while. So I said, oh, and then I can do it and with the inspiration challenge, the 3-ingredient challenge. So this is a bird's eye view stamp set from Stampin' Up. It's been around for a little bit. Maybe you have this one. I combined it up with the Trusty Tools bundle. So if you're a Card Club for Cool People member, you know, I told you over and over again, hold on to this one and pull it out at back to school time because that little pencil is going to come in handy. And my greeting is from Country Birdhouse. All right. I want to just talk to you really quick too. There's a designer series paper sale going on right now. We talked about it yesterday and I went through which ones are my top favorites for the sale. 14 designer series papers, 15% off. All right. So somebody had asked me, I don't remember who it was, maybe Esmeralda, and said, what are my top papers for the sale? And I came down to 3. I know 3 out of 15, that's really narrowed down, but Country Woods, very, very versatile. You will use that one again and again. It really doesn't have any gender. It doesn't have any holiday. It doesn't have any season. Grab some Country Wood. We're using that one today for our box. See, so that's one of the patterns. The other one that I really think is very versatile and you should stock up a pack of is the To Market Designer Series paper. This one is perceived as just vegetables, but it's not. There's only, I think, 2 patterns that are vegetables and then one that's shopping bags. The rest are florals, plaids, dots, wood grain. Awesome pack of paper. Don't let the vegetables stop you, okay? And then the third one that I really think is very versatile and I love is Take to the Sky. It's got a couple of pages that are very airplane or map specific, but there's a lot of really cool B-side grid papers and plaids and the clouds. So those are my top 3 for the Designer Series paper sale, and they're all 15% off. And then yesterday we also talked about the one of the ones that I'm using today. I'm using the zinnias, Flowering Zinnias paper. This one is not on sale, but it is an online exclusive product that was restocked. So if you are not completely familiar with online exclusives, they are Stampin' Up's line of products that are not tied to any catalog offering. And so Stampin' Up does not have any commitment to how long they stock these products or how many times they're restocked. So when a product slows down in sales, Stampin' Up just discontinues it. There's no warning, nothing. And so this one just came back into stock recently. If you were looking for this one, these B-sides are amazing. And for those of you who are like, where's the Halloween paper? It is right here. Okay, so you can get started with your Halloween projects. You don't have to wait. There it is. This one is not on sale, but pick up a pack if you've had your eye on it. The zinnia patterns are really beautiful, but you don't have to stay inside the box with this one. There's so much outside the box that you can do with the zinnias. All right, so check out that one while you're doing your Designer Series paper sale order. My papers are Flowering Zinnias. Then this navy blue one is from the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. And my box is this Country Woods. All right, does that help? Help you decide on your what papers you might pick up from the Designer Series paper sale? Good morning, Veronica. Veronica, was it you that asked me yesterday what my top picks were for the Designer Series paper sale? Somebody had asked, and I thought I better touch on it again today. 15% off of 14 Designer Series papers. Marisa Alvarez.stampinup.net to place that order. Jan says, I love the Bird's Eye View stamp set. Me too. It was time to bring it out again and enjoy it. Is the Bird's Eye View still available? It sure is, Evelyn. And I don't know. I don't think the German item numbers are the same. I don't think the item numbers are the same in Germany. Otherwise, I'd give you an item number, but it is. It is not in, no, I think it is actually in the current catalog, but it's on one of those pages where you're like, oh, yeah, I could have missed that really easy. So I know your catalog is going to be different than mine a little bit, and your item numbers too. But Bird's Eye View is, yeah, it's going to be an online only. Oh, I'm in dyes. No, hold on. Stop talking and look. Yeah, Bird's Eye View is 105. So it is currently in the catalog, but it's one of those ones where it's like as part of like the samples. You see where they've got it, and then they say right here, Bird's Eye View stamp set 161436. So it's one of those ones that can really get lost easily. But yep, still current in the catalog there. All right, let's see. We've got a little bit of coloring to do today. Let's start with that. That'll give everybody else some time to find us. If you like the content, if you think that you have friends who would like the content, please share. We're going to be making this treat box. It is one of our templates. Now, I did this one, speaking of Takes to the Sky Designer Series paper. I made this box with a Take to the Sky suite, and that one's on the Kitchen Table Stamper website. I linked it in the post for this one, so you can see it done 2 different ways. This is one of our templates that comes up again and again. It's our 1-sheet gift box, and I want to show you what fits in this 1-sheet gift box, because I don't want to unpack those, but you can really pack a lot of fun treats or gifts in this. So I've got a 12-pack of pencils, a 24 box of crayons, my favorite correction tape. I could not office without these. I love them. I get them on Amazon, and I did link to them. I also linked to all Amazon school supplies. If you start your shopping on Amazon from any one of our links, whether you get that product or not, you do support this channel. We are an affiliate, so we appreciate when you start your Amazon shopping from one of our links. I've got 2 big pens in there, and then a little treat. I got these layered fruit bars from Costco and a pack of lemonade. So that's what's in my treat box. Okay, they hold a lot of stuff. They also were made, this bag was made, originally designed to hold the movie theater boxes of candy. So this box was made to hold 2 boxes of movie theater candy, so I know it fits that too. All right, let me put one of these guys aside, get some basic white cardstock, and we're gonna do a little bit of stamping and coloring to get ourselves started. I've got basic white, and let me grab my Stampin' Pierce mat. I'm finishing up some thank you cards on the other side of the room, and that's where my Stampin' Pierce mat was. Slide this to the side for a bit, and we're gonna do some stamping. Now, I did a little bit by magic of television. We featured the trusty 2 walls in our card club for cool people, and I had a leftover pencil, so I'm just gonna show you this one. This is the pencil stamped outline with memento and filled in with Poppy Parade. I did this one, Daffodil Delight, for the challenge to use yellow. All right, so I did this one ahead. And then I also did my tag ahead, and I'll show you that after I clear away the ink pads here. So let me bring this in. I need 1 wing because we're going to pop up the wing and tuck the pencil underneath. Do you guys see the dimension there? It's under the bird's wing. So we need 1 wing, and then we're going to slide over here and do our books. Nadine says, hi Marissa, I love this, and hi to all the Stampin' friends. Hi Nadine, we're glad you're here. All right, let's go books in the corner, and then a bird on top. Hope I didn't stamp that too close. Yeah, his tail's gonna be just fine. All right. Got to be careful here because we want his feet on the books, but we don't want the books up his little backside. There, good, good, good. Then we need the Nerdy Birdie glasses. There's 2 pairs of Nerdy Birdie glasses and a monocle in this set. So if you're like my daughter, then maybe you make all the birds have different glasses. If you're like me and you need everything just so and the same, then you'd put the Nerdy Birdie glasses on everybody like I did. Let me show you that though, because there's really some opportunity to express your own creativity. So different glasses for different birds. I like the branch, the leaves. You can build a little scene in with this set. Super cute. The only thing I'd say is no dies, and that makes me kind of sad, but I enjoy fussy cutting. It's good therapy for me. Let's get some crumb cake markers here, and we're gonna color our bird. Bird's Eye View has been in and out of my cart a few times. Now it's back in. You're welcome, Teresa. I love this stamp set, and I don't use it enough, but when I saw that it was going to be included in the new annual catalog, I was going to stick around for a little bit, I was very excited because it just is a very sweet stamp set, and it's one of those stamp sets where it doesn't have a gender, it doesn't really have a season. It lends itself a little bit better to spring, summer, fall even than it does necessarily to winter. But if you popped a little Santa hat on top of this bird, it would be pretty adorable. All right, so I just colored my bird with light crumb cake. Now I'm going to shadow under the wing a little bit and dot along the tail where the artist left me some hints, and then opposite where the artist left me some hints. And then I'll go back with the light, and I'm just going to dab to make kind of a feathery texture look on my bird. You'll notice that all I did was fill in the wing with a little crumb cake. We're not doing the details on the wing. We're going to come over to this spare wing we've got here, and we'll do the details on that wing. So we're just dabbing along where the artist drew some lines for us, and then we'll dab to mix the light and the dark crumb cake. So there's our dude. But winter is reading season, so the bird and Santa colors would be a solution. It would be perfect. So it is just one of those really good stamp sets for anything. All right, let's color our books. Now, I've got a yellow pencil and a red book on the top here, so I'm going to go opposite for this one because my pencil's red this time. And I'm not doing any shading, really, on this, just keeping it nice and simple because maybe you've got a bunch of grandkids who need a cute little back to school treat, or maybe you've got a bunch of teacher friends that you want to encourage as they start their year, or maybe your child is going back to school and you want to start off with a little something special for his or her teachers. So we are definitely mixing it up a little bit here with the order of our books and the pencil that we already have done, but we're going to keep our coloring really simple on everything but the bird. We wanted the bird to have some like natural feather looking texture. The rest of it, we just want some pretty color. Taking the inspiration from our inspiration challenge on the Craft Social. This is Blueberry Bushel, by the way. I did light for the spine in the center, and I'm doing dark on the ends. We need a little pop of green, so I've got some dark granny apple here. All right, so you guys, are your kids, grandkids, teacher friends, or teacher children's? I have a child that's a teacher. How crazy is that? And she's at her new school, so new teacher orientation. Her school starts very soon. Are you guys in school or not? Not yet. All right, dark poppy parade. I'll keep coloring. You tell me if the ones you love have gone back to school yet. My son has not started yet. He's going to be a sophomore in high school. My daughter Violet is about to graduate beauty school. She's been in, her summer break was 1 week. So she's been in school pretty continuously. And Desi, she's my oldest. You guys know her from the comments. She is teaching in Des Plaines now, has her own classroom. She is so excited. But she doesn't go back to school until next week. But the new teacher orientation at her school is this week, and she's setting up her classroom. It's pretty crazy. All right, dark melon mambo and dark poppy parade for my middle book there. We got to cut these guys out, so I'm going to grab a pair of paper snips and fussy cut, and you guys are going to answer my conversation question, and I'll take a look. Nancy says, cute little treat box for teacher filled with those little liquor bottles. Right? And maybe, you know, how they have the little cocktail mixers that are like the same size. Oh, you crack me up, girl. Deirdre says, grandbaby just started pre-K, right? 'Tis this season. How exciting, though. Deirdre says, my kiddo starts next Wednesday. I think that's when Desi's has kids in the classroom starting next Wednesday. I think that's her school's first day, too. Brittany says, we have 3 weeks left of summer break. My only one left is a sophomore also. That's so good. So good. Those 3 weeks, are you going to savor them? I think we've got a couple weeks left too. I haven't looked at my calendar. I've been too busy to even keep track. But we were talking about we can't do a family trip this year because everybody's school schedule, back to school schedule, still in school schedule is different. So we won't all go. But we were talking about maybe one little overnight getaway before Gideon goes back to school. We were thinking maybe we wouldn't go too far so that we could, those of us could do maybe a little day trip, but we're trying to figure out how do we How do we get the last bit, shake the last few drops out of this summer, right? It's just either back to school time for most of you or very, very close to it, I'm sure. All right, so I cut my owl and books out with a little white border because it matches the die, as the pencil's cut with a little white border. We're gonna pop the wing up over the bird. And so since we're paper piecing it back on, we're gonna cut right on the line. I love this one for paper piecing because the artist line is nice and thick. Easy to just cut on the line without cutting the line off or cutting too precisely. You know, you can just kind of follow it easy and cut right on the line. All right, there's our wing. I think I already had done that by the magic of television, but I was too busy talking to get the one I had done. That's our little guy for this time. I'm gonna put aside our bird and grab a piece of crumb cake cardstock for the base of our box, okay? And the Simply Scored tool. Teresa says, I think those birds would be great with the Potions and Spells cauldron along with the spell books. The scale is probably just right, and it would definitely give you some new characters, right? Oh, that's a good creative thought. Our kids don't go back until Tuesday after Labor Day. That's what Teresa said. Yeah, my son his school is later like that. I don't know what day is the first day of school. How bad is that? All right, here's our template. Here's our crumb cake. I can't fit both in the picture, so I'm just gonna leave that there for a second while I pick up all the strips of designer series paper that I dropped, and you guys can take a look, but don't scramble. I have the printable project sheet already ready for you. All I have to do is just go publish it, so it'll be available pretty well right after this video. So no need to scramble, no need to rush. I will write it down. I'll have a printable resource for you soon, free on the blog. I thought it was going to be easy to just bend over and pick up my designer series paper strips that I dropped on the floor, but only 3 of the 4 seem to be revealing themselves. Oh, the fun of live video. See, this is the kind of stuff that happens all the time, and like creating and filming. Oh, I found it. But this is the stuff that my sweet Elena edits out and you guys don't have to see. All right, got all my strips back. All right, the box is going to go into the Simply Scored tool on the 11-inch side first, and we're going to score at 1/2, 2 1/4, 5 3/4, and 7 1/2. Rotate once to the right. Score at 1 3/4 and 7 3/4. That's it. Full sheet, quick scoring. Nice big gift bag, sturdy gift bag that you can load up with all kinds of goodies. We're going to make a glue tab, liberate the top tabs, and liberate the bottom tabs after we work the scores with the bone folder. Doing a project this big is really crazy because I can't keep the template in the picture. Eva says, I'll make one for a former colleague and put red pens in there. School starts August 21st again in our region. Lots and lots of red pens, huh? Oh, Peggy says, and there's a witch hat and one of the ghosts in the Playful Ghosts. I see that as a good bag for Halloween. Oh, Peggy, if you do it, you got to share on the craft social. The scale is probably just about right for some of these birds. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you guys have all the ideas flowing. That's so good. Okay, this is my treat bag. I love this bag. I've used it a ton of times. This was one of the bags that I did for my onstage, or that I showed for my onstage presentation in Houston. I did this as a sample for that presentation with the Take to the Skies suite of products. So I did in the blog post link over to the Take to the Skies version of this bag. And there's our glue tab. We just cut the top and the bottom little rectangles off. At the bottom, we're going to do the usual. We'll cut an angle on the square, and we'll cut straight up along the long rectangle and remove the score. So I'll go along and do that. All right, now here's where I get to tell you guys, while I liberate these tabs, that when you share this content to your pages, to your friends, when you share this to groups where, of course, you have permission to share that are interested in paper crafting, those are really simple, free ways that you can help grow the channel. And it's one of those things where it's a major compliment to us. So please share the content. If you have a friend that would like this content in particular, you know somebody would love it, tag a friend. Keep those reactions coming, and the comments. Interact with each other on the comments. That's stuff that tells the algorithms that we're interesting content. Before you leave the channel, if you're new here, welcome. Make sure that you subscribe, like, turn on your notifications, depending on if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, is whether you'd subscribe or you'd like the page. But please do those things before you go if you're enjoying the content. If you're just joining us, we're making a back to school treat bag. I made this for, there's one of those little shower caps again, you guys. I made this for the 3-ingredient challenge over on the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. Every Thursday on the Craft Social, we have a game. Sometimes I craft something live for you and then ask if you would show me yours. And sometimes it's a prompt, like the 3-ingredient challenge, where I give you a photograph or a game board or a taboo or a Connect 4. But there's always a game going on every Thursday, and we hope that you'll join us. This is for my 3-ingredient challenge that was last Thursday's, not yesterday's, the Thursday before's challenge. All right, we've got to get some handles on this box. I want my handles in the front and the back to line up. I want them to be equal from one edge to from the edge on both sides. And so what I'm doing is I'm getting my front and my back panel, these bigger, and I put a ruler across. It's 3.5 inches. So what you want to do is on the fold, mark 3/4 of an inch, and then mark 3/4 of an inch. And then you want to repeat for the back panel. And now you know that when you go punch those holes, they're going to be lined up. And to further get equal handles, you want to start with your ribbon piece already cut and do about 8 to 9 inches. You don't want to do any shorter than 8 to 9 inches. And I've got the dotted natural trim here. This is an online exclusive. You can do longer than 8 or 9 inches, but you really don't want to do too much shorter. So look at mine. This is about 8 to 9 inches of ribbon. And then you can see my pencils stick out about that much. And then I still have a little bit of handles to grab. So just keep that in mind. That's a good length, but you don't want to go much shorter. So we've marked our placement for our handles. We've cut the ribbon to equal lengths, and that's going to give us a really nice finished look with nice, smooth, even, equal handles. I'm going to cut my holes for my handles with a 1/4 inch circle punch. I said in the video that I was gonna do the 1/4 inch because I had started out with the 1/8 of an inch. So 1/8 of an inch works. This is 1/4 of an inch holes, and the ribbon just lays a little bit flatter, but you can see the hole. This is 1/8 of an inch holes, and it kind of cinches the ribbon, but you don't see the hole punch from the front of the box. So either one works. It really is just how much do you want to work to get your handles into the box base, you know? All right, let me find my 1/4 inch circle punch. I'm going to go with that because I'm all about the easier one. And we'll get this, just punch right over that little mark that you've made 4 times. And I'm just using a handheld 1/4" circle punch is about the size of a standard office supply punch. All right, so if you're looking for one of those. Now our bag is gonna fold in like this. So I've got tear and tape on the tab, but to put the handles, we want them inside the bag. So we've got that proper way forward, and we're going to put a strip. I like to stop and pick up again because we cut apart this little tab from this little tab, and if you went straight across, then all these little folds would be sticky. So don't go straight across, just break for each panel and put some tear and tape. Uh-oh, yeah, it's still okay even though it's downhill. And then because we're sticking that ribbon to the bag and we really want it secure, we'll have a very heavy treat here and we don't want to take any chance that our handles are coming out. So I'm going to do 2 strips of tear and tape adhesive across the flap. All right, so there's our adhesive for now. We'll address the bottom of the box in a minute. And let me grab this guy because there's a tool for removing the liner here and I'm going to use it. I'm going to take these 2 long strips off right now. And I want to hop over to Facebook really quick, take a minute to do it because I don't have comments on this device. So I'm going to catch up a little bit. Violet says, hi, Mommy. Hi, Violet. What are you doing? How's your testing? What are you doing watching me instead of testing? Brittany says, it's been crazy this whole summer. My parents sold their house, closed on Monday, moving next week. My sister has a brain tumor and her surgery is a week from Monday. I won't miss this summer. Oh boy, you know what I say to you? Your summer, Brittany, good riddance. Your sister's brain tumor and her surgery is a week from Monday. Oh my goodness. May it cause her to be healed and restored. I'm praying for your sister, Brittany. And man, your parents sold their house and closed on Monday. Is this the house that they've been like living in forever kind of a thing? Is this like your childhood home or something? Oh, what an adjustment for them. You sure have your hands full, sister. All right, so I just stuck my handles. I'm going from the front of the bag. I've got a single faced ribbon. I'm making sure my polka dots are up, putting the end through that 1/4" hole from the front, sticking to the adhesive, back to the front, wrap the handle around so that the front of the ribbon is up again, pull just a little bit in, and here's where you want to make sure that all of these are just about the same length. That way you have 2 handles that are the same length when you're done. All right, let's get this bone folder because now we're going to really burnish the fibers of this trim into that tear and tape adhesive. All right. Oh, look at you guys. You guys are all interacting with each other, praying for Brittany's sister. You guys are the best. All right, I see what's going on Facebook in front of me, but not to the side of me. So if I'm slow on Facebook, it's not because I don't love y'all. It's because my comments are going real slow on my comment device. All right, those are burnished in nicely. So I'm going to remove the liner here on both of these. We're going to go ahead and further secure this ribbon. So we'll fold these down and then we're going to use that bone folder and burnish them down again. Get that ribbon just really securely in there. And you'll see, like I showed you, it's really gonna hold nice and tight. This method really works well. All right, and the tear and tape adhesive works really well for it too. Now we can remove the liner on our short tabs here, and we can just, those don't need such burnishing. There's our bag. Now we can remove the liner from the side and make the bag. Come on, grab. Come on, grab. All right, take two. Excuse me, I'm trying to keep my arm from blocking the view of what I'm doing, but it just didn't want to grab. All right, there's our bag. Now this is the back side of our bag. The seam goes up the back side of the bag, so tuck in the sides, and then you want to bring down the back. Okay, we're going to bring that back bottom tab down, add some adhesive, and then we're going to end up bringing the front bottom tab up. So we're going to add some adhesive here. And then this will secure the bottom of our box and make all the seams go to the back, which is really important to me. I really think that it's those little things, those little details that make your project either neat or sloppy. So we put the adhesive there. Now we can bring the back to the front to the back, square everything up before you let the adhesive grab. And you see that the seam runs here and the seam runs here up the back of the box. Let's grab our bone folder, add this burnishing to get that adhesive secure. There, my friends, is a pretty awesome little box bag that you can use for any season. Let's get some designer series paper. These are, I believe, 5 3/4 by, let me see, hold on. I have the measurement. I'm not even gonna guess. It will be on the printable project sheet. This, by the way, is a kitchen table stamper project sheet. If you're not familiar with these, this is the free printable resource that we provide for you. Kitchen table stamper, you can download these and keep them on your device or print them for free. Here's our flying by handle bag. It's the same bag, different suite of products. Our designer series paper is 3 1/4 by 5 3/4. We have 2 of those. And we have 1 1/2 by 5 3/4. We have 2 of those. All right. Let's get these glued on. If I could find my liquid glue and my other piece of paper, we'd be in business. I didn't even know I dropped the other piece of Country Woods designer series paper. I'm not gonna fret because it's like a die when you get a new one or when you move on, when you accept the fact that you lost the die. Yes, I'm still on that. It's when you accept the fact that you've lost it and you buy a new one, that's when it comes out. So I'm just gonna ignore that I'm missing my back panel for a minute and see if I see it in the shuffle. All right, one in here, all the way around. We're gonna do this. Oh, Cliffy says, sending up prayers for your sister. Let's see here. Cliffy says, coming in late. Phooey, hello, everyone. Hello, Cliffy. We're glad you're here. That's Brenda's sister. And I'm just so, I don't know, I'm touched by the way that you guys lift each other up. Thank you for that. Let's see. Elin says, always glue DSP before putting the box together. It's a French demonstrator who does, and I think it's really easier. I do a little bit of both. I tend to put my designer series papers on my completed structure. Sometimes I put them on flat. I can be a little backwards, but yes, well, it was after the handles were in and you had the tabs, the reinforcing tabs for the top folded down, it would have been perfect time for designer series paper. There we go. All right, I'm going to give it one more look, and if I don't find it and one more look, then I'm just going to move on and get it later. I have no idea how I lost it. That's okay. Pretend like I glued the back piece on, but what I'm really going to do is glue the back piece on when I actually find it. Who even knows how I lost that? Sometimes I surprise myself. All right, my designer series paper strips are all 3/4 of an inch, and This is my project sheet for this one. I didn't print out the other one, but you will have it nice and neat in a printable project sheet. Let me put them in order. Okay, so 3/4 by 5.5, 3/4 by 5 3/4, 3/4 by 5 1/4, and 3/4 by 5 5/8. I'm gonna put some chicken lips on the bottom of those with my tailored tag punch. I love this retired tailored tag punch for doing the little flag ends at the bottom, but you can do that with scissors. You can do it with a square punch, doing the same kind of technique where you use the corner of the square to do the chicken lips. But this guy, once I started doing with this guy, I can't go back to scissors. And I used to be pretty good at doing a chicken lips, nice even ones with scissors, but I'm out of practice. Stampin' Up spoiled me with this. And I'm going to just snip off each one there. Then we'll glue that to the front of the box. Evelyn says, don't forget the thumbs up. Yes, please send those reactions when you like something, because they really do. They register. They register with the social media platform, and it does make a difference. We gotta get seen if we're gonna get new crafty friends, right? All right, so these guys go right across the front. I'm doing the ends first, so the orange and then the green. And I'm gonna put those about 3/8 of an inch of Designer Series paper showing. And then I'll build up with the Real Red Melon Mambo one. And then last, I'll bring in my Night of Navy. See, it's okay to mix Designer Series paper packs, you guys. If you've got a color combo that you're looking for, like the Kitchen Table Stamper 3-ingredient challenge, that picture that we had for inspiration was such a good color combination. And so I just took that color combination, went to my Designer Series paper packs, and found what I thought really captured the inspiration challenge picture. So mix those Designer Series paper packs. You don't have to stay inside the suite. You can get out, think outside the suite, right? All right, we've got our bird and pencil that we did earlier. Now let me show you this one. We did this one ahead of time too. Hoping You Have the Best Day Ever is from Country Birdhouse. I stamped it with Versamark, embossed it with white powder, and then cut it out with this die, this amazing die. This is from the new Greetings of the Season dies. There's a holiday greeting set that coordinates with this. Don't get bundled if you're not interested in the holiday greetings. That's okay, but don't miss this die set. It's amazing. I don't have a die chart yet, which is sad, but my auntie might be here later today, and maybe I'll ask her if she'll do one for me. Awesome tags. Look at all these guys. Great for sentiments. Really good stuff. Let's see if I can get that right here so you can see them all. There. Really, really good. Worth its weight in gold. So if you can see it outside of the suite, outside of the bundle, you'll use this. You'll use this a lot and you'll use it forever. So if you don't like the greetings or you don't need any more holiday greetings, after all, you only send one holiday card a year, one Christmas or one Hanukkah card a year. How many greetings do you need, right? Sometimes you feel like that, and then you don't see how awesome the tool is that it's bundled with. So Greetings of the Season dies. Pick them up whether you like the stamps or not. You won't be sorry. We're going to do some dimensionals on our bird and put it on the circle. This circle is from the Spotlight on Nature dies, and it's the second largest one. Let me show you this. Oh, I lost my shower cap again. It's a plague in this week. It's the second largest one, which is like 2 3/4 if you're substituting something. All right, let's get this guy bumped up. I want my scissors so I can use up some of this edge. Marisa, you're amazing, so cute. Hey, thanks. Even says I've never heard the expression chicken lips before. That's so cute. Oh, I can't even take credit for it because I was actually live and I wish I could remember who did it. But somebody commented about I was making chicken lips and I nearly died. I was live and it just caught me, like it tickled my funny bone, and I don't remember who gave me that phrase, but it has stuck. And the thing is too, we have chickens, so chicken lips is particularly appropriate around here because, there's a lot of chicken lips around here. Right before I started live, we have one that's been egg bound and she's just having the hardest time. And of course, she's my favorite, and I just love her, and seeing her struggle has been so hard. But we've been treating her very carefully. Lots of different things, Epsom salt baths and oiling her vent and getting her calcium levels up, which I think is finally helping so much. So she's inside. She gets a scrambled egg with some calcium in it every other day now. We're starting every other day. I think today was the last day of every day. And she's really doing better, so much better. She's acting like herself again. But she was in the office having her medicine this morning, her scrambled egg with the calcium in it. And yeah, there's a lot of chicken lips around here. Oh man, speaking of chicken lips, I didn't color the beak on my little bird. Let's get that with some Daffodil Delight. But yeah, somebody gave that to me while I was live, said something about I was making chicken lips, and I had to ask what, and then once I understood, it just stuck. It was hysterical. The phrase is really funny. It is. And once you hear it, it's funny and entertaining, but it's also like the perfect description. All right, I've laid the pencil. I'm not even going to bother with glue because that's just asking for a mess to ooze out. I put the dimensional on the wing, nice big chunk of it. I'm gonna hold my pencil and stick that wing in there, and now the pencil's secured down, and that's good enough for me. You could, drag a little bit if you do it, either bubble up the top of your glue and then just drag a little bit, but I didn't want it to ooze out and be sticky. So I just secured it underneath the wing. These guys are all loose. And this side would have to be dimensionaled up anyways. So that's how I did it. I just sandwiched it in there. I didn't even, this one's glued, but I didn't even bother with glue. Let's glue this to the box and get that high of center. And I'm gonna have to stand up because it's a big box so I can see where I'm putting it. I was saying the other day, I don't know if I was with the Zoom crew or if it was live, and then I was talking about with the Zoom crew because they see me. I sit and stand and sit and stand and sit and stand and sit and stand. That's part of why I haven't committed to having a face cam so that I can see you guys, but really so that you guys can see me. But I haven't committed to that because it's so crazy to watch me. I pop up, I pop down, I've got a chair on wheels, I roll away. It's nuts. I need some more dimensionals for my little greeting here. I'm just gonna put 2 side by side of my books and then get my tag on here. Now we've got the ribbon here from the online exclusives. It's this wide dotted natural trim. And here's the thing about this one. This one is, okay, we're gonna do a little stamper math really quick. This one is 3 for 1 ribbon. Like you buy one, you get 2 free. All right, so this is your ribbon that's used for the handles. I was gonna tie a bow, put it on the end of there, and it's really kind of chunky, right? It's too chunky, it is. Then I thought maybe some linen thread. Well, linen thread doesn't match this. So I dug into my tips and techniques from last month's card club for cool people. So if you're a card club member, you know we got a spool of this. This is the full length or the full width of the ribbon. What you're gonna do is cut 2 strands off each side. So we're gonna cut 2 strands off of each side. And you just cut a little way, and then you can actually pull the strands out. And so you just pull along, and then now you've got this. Well, look at this. This is like linen thread, but it matches this ribbon. It's a warmer, beautiful color, all right? So now you've got a wide ribbon and you've got a linen thread. Well, the linen thread kind of idea of a bow was not significant enough. So now we have our wide ribbon, we have our linen thread type ribbon, and look at this, we have a narrow ribbon because we took the 2 strands off of each side. So we're going to tie this one up into a bow. So I've got a single face ribbon here. We want polka dots on every side. So you're going to just fold back, and then you're going to loop over the top, and then you're going to tuck the ribbon where you're holding open that swoop. Now we've got a polka dot tail, a polka dot loop, a polka dot loop. This loop is not polka dot. So before we pull this to tighten it up, we're going to turn that tail so that it is also polka dot. So that's how you tie a bow with a single face ribbon, so that every surface has the pattern. Then you pull it tight and adjust the size of your loops. Now, because you pulled some of those strands out, it's woven together with like a plastic filament. And then once you've got your bow, you just go along the edge and snip off that plastic filament so it's nice and clean. So now you have a nice narrow little polka dot ribbon. You have a nice wide polka dot ribbon, and you have a linen thread type of a fiber that matches this ribbon. See what I mean? You buy one and you get 1, 2 for free. Do you like that stamper math? Give me a thumbs up if you like that stamper math. See, now you go and you tell your partner, your husband, your significant other, whoever cares about how much money you're spending on your craft supplies, and you just tell them you just bought 1 and got 2 free. Give yourself a pat on the back for being such a wise financial, making such a wise financial decision and buying the natural dotted trim. All right, there's our bow for our tag. A little bit more narrow, more to scale of what we're looking for this project. We're just going to add it to that tag with some mini glue dots. Georgia says, like and share. Yes, please do. That's the highest compliment you can pay our team. When you share, it really does say something, and we appreciate it. So like and share. Keep the comments going up until the end here. Let's get some of these embellishments on. I love the rainbow fire that these throw. These are iridescent faceted gems. I just got these. Love them. Really, really fiery. And we're gonna put 5 because I think we need kind of like a little sparkle coming off our pencil is what I was going for. So I've got 1 here, kind of where the pencil's pointing, a big one and a little on the black. Look how fiery they are. And then I'm gonna do 3 kind of dancing around this pencil. 1 big one and 2 little ones that look like they're kind of floating up from around. There's my embellishments. What do you guys think? I hope you'll come and play the challenge, you guys. Just in case you missed it, this is my entry for the Kitchen Table Stamper 3-ingredient challenge. You can play our challenges anytime. The challenges are in the Craft Social. Oh, what a mess. Sorry. The challenges are in the Craft Social. We have one every week. It's on Thursday. You'll have until Tuesday to play, but there are hundreds of previous challenges like this one. This is our 3-ingredient challenge. You use the picture plus the ingredients that are listed. Here are your 3 ingredients for this one: markers, pens, pencils, or crayons, lines, grid, or stripes, and the color yellow. And you can see from my project, I took some inspiration and hit all 3 of the ingredients. This is our group on Facebook, and we hope that you'll come and join us. All right, you guys, I am going to pop my treats into this bag. So in case you're just joining us, you can see what fits. Bonnie says, buy 1, get 2 free. LOL. Right? It's stamper math. It's a thing. Let's see. How about we pack this up? I've got a 12 pack of pencils, 24 pack of Crayolas. And then a couple of treats. Then you can go right in there down the side. Little keep up your energy kind of snack. And a water bottle packet, red and a black pen. Not all red ones. And then these are 2 correction tape, like snails. I can't office without these. I get them on Amazon. And we can pop those right up on top. And there is our treat bag. All right, so if you guys make this treat bag, we want to see yours in the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. And let's see here. Our challenge this week is a Fun Folds gift card. We hope you'll give that one a try. And if you guys have any questions about the project, if there's anything that we can do to help you stay crafty, email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com or staycrafty@kitchentablestamper.com. Start using that Stay Crafty and whitelist it, because that's where our email newsletter is coming from now on. And to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaAlvarez.stampinup.net. When you get there, be sure to grab your Designer Series papers, 15% off through the end of the month. And yeah, that's what we got going on right now, you guys. Let's see. Tony says, great group, so much fun and great crafting ideas and the best people, including you, Tony. Kathy says, thank you, Marissa. My pleasure. And Teresa says, very nice bag. I hope you'll give it a try. Marsha says, so cute. Thank you. My pleasure. Thanks for spending some time with me. On your way out, don't forget to turn your notifications on, like the Facebook page, or subscribe to the YouTube channel. We really do appreciate that. I did mention at the beginning we are an Amazon affiliate. So if you check out my favorite correction tapes that I can't office without, there's a link below. And if you start any school supply shopping or any other shopping from those Amazon links, it's a good way to support the channel, especially if maybe you're your own demonstrator or you're you consider yourself another demonstrator's customer. That Amazon link is a really good way that you can support the channel if you're interested in starting your shopping with our links. Kathy says, the owl is adorable. Isn't it cute? It's the glasses. Nancy says, like I tell my husband when I buy fabric, I never say what I spent, only what I saved. I like that approach. Margie says this would be so good for gift boxes for classrooms, Valentine's or trick-or-treat, birthday treats, etc. Right? And it holds movie theater candy. That's what it was designed for in the first place. So you can put a lot of fun in there. Movie theater candy and some gift cards to see the show. Yeah, it holds a lot of stuff. Shar says, hello from Wisconsin. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you'll try our treat bag and maybe come and check out our group. Shar, you'd be more than welcome. Terry says, so cute. Thank you, Terry. Hi, Becky. Becky likes the box too. I'm telling you, my comments were delayed on my other device. Hey, Linda, what are you doing, friend? I'm glad you stopped in to see. Will you guys please get over to the Craft Social and check out the challenges? If you thought that this was interesting, if you thought this was good content, if you think that there are friends who would enjoy this content, give them a tag. And thanks for joining me. I'll be back next week, noon on Friday. So same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, that's it. Stay crafty at kitchentablestamper.com is our email if you need us. All right, you guys. Margie, thank you for sharing. I see it. I see it. Nancy says, you really need an assistant to hand you your supplies. Like a doctor or a dentist. I could be like scalpel, wrench, and somebody can hand it to me. Sometimes, like in the summer, Desi will do that for me. Gideon's too busy. I asked him to make me a baked oatmeal, and he can't find the baking powder. I think it is baking powder that he can't find. So I'm starving, and I'm going to continue to starve until I can figure out what happened to the baking powder. Tony says, happy stamping, everyone. Happy stamping, happy crafting, happy weekend. Anybody have any big plans for this weekend? I think Max and I are going to go out to dinner at some point, which would be really nice. Mimi says, I bought my books through your Amazon link. Thank you, my friend. It doesn't make things any more expensive for you, but it does pay us a small commission. So anything that you feel like picking up from Amazon, if you start from one of our links, no matter what the product is, it does pay us a small commission, and we love it. Evelyn says, have a nice weekend, everybody. Hope to see you again next week. Yes, Evelyn, we'll see you on Friday at noon. I don't know what time that is in Germany. I can't remember. 7 hours ahead, maybe? You're 7 hours ahead of me. I hope to see you next week. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Thanks for spending some time with me. I'll see you again soon. KitchenTableStamper.com to grab the printable project sheet for this. It'll be posted later today. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.